Revenue is the scoreboard. It's not the full game film. If you're only watching the final number, you're missing the experience signals that were telling you something was wrong long before guests started drifting. That's why regional casino marketers need a tighter set of experience to revenue KPIs. Not 50 metrics, a few meaningful ones organized around how the guest actually moves through your property. Start at arrival. What's your Players Club enrollment rate? If it's slipping, that may not be a demand problem, it may be a friction problem at the point of entry. And what's the wait time by day part? Peak night bottleneck isn't just a line, it's a memory the guest carries into their next visit decision. Then, the in-visit experience. How long does it take to get service where it matters? Beverage on the floor, slot attendants, food and beverage, special events. Longer wait times shorten play sessions. That shows up in time on property before it ever shows up in a complaint. Then you want to look at departure. What's the last thing your guest deals with before driving home? Valet, cage, cash out, confusion? That final interaction shapes whether they come back next week as much as the first one did. A smooth departure confirms their time was well spent. A frustrating one is what they're thinking about on the highway. And then between visits, what's your 7-day return rate? In a regional frequency market, that number tells you more than almost anything else. A guest who comes back sooner than their normal pattern is telling you the experience landed. A guest who stretches the gap is telling you something else. And if your reactivation rate is declining, don't automatically blame the offer. It might not be the incentive they remember. It might be the experience they're trying to avoid. And here's why this matters beyond measurement. Because when you can connect reduced wait times, smoother arrival, or clearer on-property communication to stronger repeat behavior, you're not making an emotional case for guest experience. You're making a business case. The conversation shifts from, can we improve this touch point, to, here's where experience is leaking revenue. That's a different conversation entirely, and it's the one that defines what the modern marketing role looks like when it's working.